welcome back to another episode of Odd Scoops. Today we're going to be making boba tea ice cream. Now last week we spun the Wheel of Flavor and it landed on Viewer's Choice. Now for those of you that don't know, every single month I will post a poll on my YouTube channel asking you guys what flavor you want me to do for the upcoming month. Now this poll ended up being super close, but boba tea ice cream ended up winning. And in case you missed out on those ones but you want to participate, the new poll is live right now on my page. So go ahead and pause the video, go over there, vote up for it really quick, and then come back and watch the video. So for the game plan, it took me a while to figure out how I wanted to do boba ice cream. And I eventually found this little brand here, not a sponsor, makes pre-made boba packets that you can make at home. So opening it up, it literally is a powder that you mix there, and then they have their boba pearls right in here. But for now, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna treat the ice cream how I normally would, and then just be adding our powder in with that. So let's go ahead and get to making this. All right, so first we're gonna start with our cup of milk, or just shy of a cup of milk. Then next we're gonna add our boba tea mixture right here. Oh, hello sir, would you like some? That's what that powder looks like right there. Wow, that's got a strong smell to it. I'm actually going to give it a little taste. Wow, that's actually super good. This sounds weird, but it almost tastes like birthday cake flavored stuff. So, I mean, that should be a really interesting flavor for this. So, let's go and add that. Add a nice purple color to everything. Then on top of this, we're gonna be adding our sugar and a little bit of guar gum. Now, I did some reading on the ingredients and it doesn't appear that there's any thickening agent. So we should be fine and not have to worry about this and that making this too thick. So great news. For those of you who have been wanting me to get a hand blender, I finally got one. So we're gonna try that here, and hopefully I don't have this on too high a speed. All right, I'm gonna mix the rest by hand because that went super fast, but it definitely foamed this up a bunch, which I think is good, gets more air in there. So I wanna put this away now. Okay, that is all mixed in now. There's maybe a few clumps of the powder still left, but as long as I got most of it, the Ninja Creami will do the rest later and blend it up. So right now it looks like it's a good consistency, and actually smells really amazing. Yeah, I think this is ready to pour and put in the freezer. All right, and yeah, that's looking really good. I love this purple color. Get a closer look right there. You can see some of those pockets of powder I was talking about that hadn't fully dissolved yet. Definitely has that like birthday cake smell I was talking about, which I believe is just the taro. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and put it in the freezer and check on it tomorrow. Okay, it is the next day. Let's see how this turned out. Well, as expected, this got a lot darker. I actually really like this color purple right now. I mean, you can see there's still some of that powder that is still on the top there, but once we put it in the Ninja Creami, that's going to blend it all up. Yeah, it has a nice strong smell, which is the taro. I don't know why for me it's triggering that like birthday cake smell. It's really weird, but that's what it's reminding me of. So I think we are ready to go ahead and blend this up. Okay, this turned out pretty soupy compared to what I thought it was, but that is fine for what we're wanting to do because I actually prefer it to look like this because our next step is going to be very... So you're probably asking yourself, yes, this is a boba ice cream, but where's the boba pearls themselves? Earlier, I took that pre-made packet that we looked at earlier this episode, and I went ahead and put it in boiling water, which I guess cooked them or activated them, and now they're ready to be added to this ice cream, where I'm going to hand mix them in. I didn't want to put it in with the Ninja Creami because I was worried that the blades could pop the pearls. So I'm gonna hand mix those in, and then I'm gonna put this in the freezer for a little bit longer to harden up, and then we'll be good to go. So this is what this looks like here. And these are brown sugar pearls. So, okay, let's go ahead and hand mix those. You can see how kind of soupy it is, but it'll be a lot easier to mix these in. Yeah, I do like the consistency of this, but it'll be nice to have this once it's been in the freezer for, I don't know, probably an hour. Okay, let's go ahead and put this back in the freezer. Check on it in a little bit. Okay, it's been a little over an hour. Let's see how this turned out. So yeah, this got a lot harder, which is what I was wanting. It was too soupy before, and now I was able to incorporate the boba, which you can't see on the top, but you can see bits there. So that's kind of what that looks like right there. So yeah, I think there's no use in waiting. Let's go ahead and serve this up. Okay, yeah, this was a good idea to let this sit in there. All right, that's what that looks like right there. You get a better look at the boba. All right, texture-wise, this felt pretty light and airy when I was scooping it. And then after being in the freezer for over an hour, it's kind of hardened up a little bit more, but it's still that ice cream consistency. But I can already tell this is starting to melt pretty quickly, so I wanna go ahead and taste this and see how it is. Make sure to get some boba in there. Bon appetit.
One boba, please. We'll call it a mental health day treat. Self-care.
That was pretty good. I need another bite just to kind of collect my thoughts. Okay, yeah, this is a really good ice cream. Wow. Just as a disclaimer, I've never had boba tea before, so funny enough, this is my first experience having it, so I don't have anything to base it off of. However, I will say, flavor-wise, this is really good. The taro, it definitely, I don't know, for some reason for me, I'm still getting that birthday cake flavor, but it's a good flavor. I think the packet I used was meant for more liquid than what was used for this ice cream, because this was almost kind of foamy. I think I talked about before how it felt kind of foamy, and so it felt like there was so much flavor packed in there that it couldn't like disperse enough or something. So the texture is slightly off. I'm not even sure what it feels like. It just feels weird. So that part's a little off, but flavor's good. And then surprisingly, the boba pearls worked out really well. I was kind of worried because usually when you add gummy things to cold, they tend to get really hard and it's not fun to eat, but these held up really well. So overall, really liked it. I feel like there's something a little bit off with the consistency, and my guess is I just used too much of the flavoring packet compared to everything else, but that's, you know, nitpicking. And the best part is as long as you buy that, you know, pre-made boba packet, you can make this at home very easily. So because of all of that, I'm gonna give this boba milk tea ice cream a 4.5 out of 5 scoops. I wanted to give it a 5, but it's just, I can't quite explain it. It's just, something's off, and I'm pretty sure it's just the flavor and powder packet was just meant for more liquid. Other than that, this works great. Boba pearls, absolute win. Highly recommend you try making your own version. I know there's other flavor options and stuff, but yeah, this is really fun and I really like it. So yeah, boba tea ice cream surprisingly works really well. All right, it's time to spin the wheel of flavor. Since we've already completed some of these, I've added in some new flavors and replaced some other ones. And this wheel will constantly be cycling through new flavors. So some of the new ones I have is like Nerds, Mushroom, Toothpaste, Sweet and Sour. Anywho, let's go ahead and spin this and see what flavor I'm doing next week. All right, so we landed on sweet and sour. Okay, I was hoping I had more time before it landed on this one, but we're gonna go with it. So come back next week and you're gonna see what I'm gonna do there. I think you're gonna be surprised with what I do for the sweet and sour. So I'll see you guys next week.